Man, the Epstein files is taking the world by storm. It just is what it is, right? So much darkness being pumped into the world, man. And on a more personal scale, we have housing costs going up, make it hard for somebody who's young out here and trying to go get it for the sake of securing a spot in the world, man. Settling down, having a family, start to build upon that generational wealth that we all dreamt about, you know. It make it hard, so much darkness, so much oppression. And today I want to talk about the flip side of that, because we often talk about all the negative things and the immense amount of evil that's just out there. In addition to the Epstein files, we have, sinister, very dark, history, and also even present occurrences. I'm not even gonna say no names because I don't want this channel to even be that type of political place, but y'all know what I'm talking about, right? It's just so much darkness out there. But there's a flip side of that coin. And there always has to be balance with everything, man. And today I want to talk about that flip side of that coin and that balance, because with immense evil, there has to be a greater joy, right? And I believe that we are that joy. We are that flip side. There's a war going on actively. And this I didn't think was going to be this type of video, but it does have to be said, man. Like, there is a war going on. And whether you like it or not, you are a part of that war. Whether you're just one of the frontliners that just get knocked off immediately, and you just be a drone, man. You just a body bag. You feel me? But I don't think any of y'all that's watching this video are like that, right? Don't be a drone, man. Don't be a body bag, a little meat shield, man. But I believe that we are that flip side of that. Now, what's that flip side? The name of this video is called Be the Light. I believe. I don't know. I believe that's what I want to title the video. If it is that, cool. If not, then whatever I felt like during this video, because I feel like it might go a little bit off script. Even though I don't have no script, I just had an idea. So let's continue on anyways. So, be the light. We are that light. Let your light so shine before men. Ye are the light of the world. A city that's placed on a hill cannot be hid. Right? And for those who know, that's a very important quote from a very important man. Not even a quote, but a saying that we've quoted, And be that light, man. Be that city that is set on a hill. Be that change that you wish to see. Because by not doing so, you're not only doing yourself a disservice, but you're doing the others who would see your light. Even in that same saying, it goes on to say, neither do men light a candlestick and hide it under a bushel, but place it on a candlestick, so that the whole house can be lit up, So not only are you doing a disservice to you by not placing your light on that candlestick, being that city set on a hill, but the people that are around you that would, see that light just based off of proximity, they're no longer able to, because you've dimmed your light and you hid it under a bush. You suppress your talents and your gifts and your positive energy because you fed into the negative stuff. You online all day, consuming, never producing anything, consuming all this negative stuff, going deep into the rabbit holes of Epstein and probably adrenochrome and global elites and all this and that. I seen that little graph that they put out there with all the stuff and people talking about it's just Epstein, but then they blew it out and it's this whole faction of just sinister energy. And that might be a little bit, outside of y'all niche. I used to be deep into stuff like that, just paying attention to it. But I decided, man, I'm not going to do that no more. Because it don't even, how do I say this, man? It don't really matter to me personally. It don't. What they have going on, that's them, right? And I say that because, yeah, I understand, like, it could have been me. You know, you talk about stuff like ICE agents and, you know, just police brutality and all this other stuff, right? Yeah, it could have been me. And it does affect me that way, right? So that's not what I'm saying. Like, it just doesn't matter to me. But, you know, it's important to understand what's going on, but not to feed into what's going on. And what I mean by that is you still have a life to live outside of that. If you spend all of your time consumed about what is, you know, actively suppressing you, right? How will you ever muster up the courage? That takes a specific level of training and experience to be able to develop that strength to break free. But if all your time is spent, you know, if all your time is spent consuming, man, you cannot be a producer. You just can't, right? So let your light so shine before men, man. Be that light. Be that light. Because at the end of the day, there's something that is within each and every one of us that if we allow it to come out, man, it can connect and create a global spark that catches fire, man. That allows the next person to do the same and to be inspired and begin to take action themselves. But it starts with you. That's the way I like to look at things. Like, it starts with me. That's why, man, I don't like being on camera. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like being on camera. I don't like talking to people that I feel like I don't know. I don't like talking, bruh. Like, anybody who know me know I'm a quiet dude. But man, I'm gonna take that first step, and I hope to inspire somebody else to do the same. You know, and I just plan on continuing this path to be that example that I want to see, man, in somebody else. I'm gonna take that first step, and I hope that y'all would do the same. Be the light that you want to be, that hope for somebody else that you wish you had for yourself. And maybe I can be that for you, man. That would be a great honor. But, you know, be the person that you want to see. That's all I got for y'all, man. Y'all stay blessed.